This is a little review of a 0.96-inch, 128 by 64 pixel white light OLED display bought from Amazon. These CenryKay branded, model number 12864 displays use the SSD 1306 driver chip, and they support I2C, 3-wire SPI, and 4-wire SPI serial connections. The display comes set up for 4-wire SPI mode. It appears R2 and R4 are the BS0 line of the driver chip, and R1, R3 are the BS1 line, with R3 and R4 being pull-down resistors. R8 connects the driver chips D1 and D2 together, which in I2C mode are the data in and data out lines. R6 and R7 are pull-up resistors on the D0 and D1 lines, which are needed in I2C mode. The module uses 4.7K ohm resistors, and the pads are just large enough to accommodate 0805 chip resistors. One reason to use a module like this in I2C mode is to have access to the reset pin. As most of the I2C only modules have just 4 pins, so the only way to reset them is to switch the power to the module. So for I2C mode, we need resistors in R1 and R4. A low-value resistor is needed in R8 for the acknowledge bit to function correctly. I have used 200 ohm resistors for R8 with 2.2K pull-up resistors, and it has worked. But the low level for the acknowledge bit is close to being too high, so I feel best when the pull-up resistors are about 20 times the size of R8. I'm not a big fan of using the I2C mode. It's so slow that it is only good for just the basic information display. But if low on pins, or for breadboard work, it is nice to have. For the SPI modes, I like 3-wire the best. But that only works if the microcontroller has an SPI module with a variable word length support, not counting the horror of just having to bit bang it. So for the 3-wire mode, we need resistors in R2 and R3. If the SPI hardware only supports 8 bits, or just need the fastest transfer rate, then just use the default 4-wire mode. I decided to do this review after cleaning up my SSD 1306 routines that I use for the DSPIC33 family of microcontrollers. The I2C and SPI interfaces had completely different C routines. Even the 3-wire SPI and the 4-wire SPI were a bit different. Really just a mess on my part. But now I can drop in whichever type of display I want and use it with ease. I put the routines up on GitHub so anyone can use them. Just be warned, my character set is not very pretty. Actually, I put an entire MPLAB project up on GitHub so everyone can see how the routines are used, as my commenting is not great. I'll put the GitHub link in the description. So if you want to try them out, open the SSD 1306_serial H file and just uncomment the SSD 1306_use_ line here for the mode you want to use. Then right below, uncomment the microcontroller serial module you will be using. Then open the SSD 1306_, the serial mode you just selected, .c file. Then go down to the pin assignment sections. You will need to set the I/O pins that you are using to connect to the display module here. I really do need to try and do a better job of commenting, but maybe it will be useful. Thanks for watching.